everybody, welcome back to Rosemaling with Art of Lisa. As you can see, I have my paints out, I have my palette ready, and I have a canvas all set up to go. So I decided that for today, I'm not really doing a lesson per se. I'm painting for the sheer joy of painting. So I have a 12-inch by 12-inch canvas. Let's see if I can back it up a little bit. All right. Well, you'll get a nice close-up view today. Alright, so I have some nice big brushes that I'm going to use, and I'm really going to do a dry brush technique on this. Alright, here we go. So I'm going to tip into a little aqua and Prussian blue, and let's get going. So Rosemaling, as I've talked about, is based on C strokes and S strokes. So let's just get going. There we go. Nice C stroke. Don't mind my arm in the way. Let's get another little C inside of it. With all the craziness that's going on in the world, sometimes it's just nice to paint for the sheer joy of painting. So that's what we're doing today. So we're just going to paint for the sheer joy of it. There's a nice little S stroke. Well, maybe it's not so little. Let's pull another one right inside of it. Now, acrylics dry darker than when they're first, oh my goodness, I don't know if you heard that. Everybody's home now, obviously, with what's going on. So, you might hear various noises going on in the background. That was our son running through upstairs. Who knows what he was doing. My daughter's in the next room watching Mamma Mia. My husband, I think, is actually pretty close. Are you close? All right, there's a My little fluffy dog, Chloe, is nearby also, so you don't know who's going to show up. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm just building C strokes and S strokes. Oh, a little tight over here. Let's move a few things out of the way. I'm just going to keep moving this around. I always pull the brush towards me because it's so much easier to pull the brush towards you than push it away. And I'm not too worried. I'm kind of using the same brush here. I'm going to push some of the paint out of it. I'm okay if the paint is blending a little bit. Kind of gives a nice effect. I'm just patting it in there. Let's bring some more aqua this way. I don't have a set pattern in mind. I'm just kind of playing with this today. We'll see what comes up from it. You know, it's kind of like Bob Ross, Happy Little Trees, except this is Happy Little Swirls. Let me bring a little more color up there. So the neat thing with using a black canvas like this is I can use the canvas to kind of pull the color in. Can you see that? It has that nice dragging effect. Let's see if I can do that again for you guys. I pulled it a little closer. So here, where am I? Here I am. Okay, ready? By taking the pressure off the brush, I can get that nice fading effect. Let's see if I can do some over here again. So I push that brush down, and like an airplane, it's taking off. Here we go. Isn't that pretty? Has a nice effect to it. Let's pull back out again. All right, let's see what colors. Maybe I need some red in there. So I'm going to go with my red earth first, my darker. And notice I didn't take the paint out. That's okay. That's pretty. I like that. But we need something up there. Let's see what we can do there. Let's see how quickly I can paint this today. Okay, a little red earth, a little Norwegian orange. Let's see, maybe I'll put a start of a flower here. And we'll build the stem off. Here we go. That's pretty. Let's add a little vermilion to the top of it to highlight it. There we go. Bring that around. Oh, I can hear Abba in the next room. But one thing what's going to happen during these days is we're certainly going to catch up on a lot of movies. Well, a lot of family time. All right, that looks nice. But we need to build this out more. Needs a little, I think, white. Hold on. almost a little too neon there. Let's tone that down a little bit. So I think I used the, did I use the Indian yellow? I think so. Yeah, I used a color. Funny how that works. Let's see what we want to do with that. I think I want to bring another, I'm going to bring another stroke out of here. See how we can bring these C strokes. So Rosemaling is based on flowers. They're fantasy flowers. You know, some of the styles look a little more realistic than others. I kind of like that. Let's see if we can put a flower off of this though. And then we can build off of it. We can go right on top of that. Kind of like these red flowers. I'm not doing much of a rhyme or reason here. This is just for fun. When I'm working on wood pieces and commission pieces, I'll be a little more exact. But like I said, this is simply for the sheer joy of painting today. Okay, here we go. It's funny, our younger daughter turned 17 this week, so obviously ABBA was being sung in the house a lot. All right, let's go this way. Sometimes I like to layer the colors on top of each other. We'll just keep pulling this around. Gives a nice effect to it. Sometimes it's fun to modernize Rosemaling a little bit. Oh, maybe we can pull something this way. Wouldn't that be fun? Let's see, I'm going to go back to my aqua, dip into a little of my Prussian blue, get the two together. Well, there you go. Blue paint, it normally gets on everybody. Every class I've ever been in, blue has exploded somewhere. Here we go. Let's just add some nice little strokes that way. Maybe take a little bit of that pearl white, come inside here. Now this is a little more pink than I'd like, but I'll come back over that later. Let's see. Let's add maybe a little red. Isn't that pretty? There we go. Let's add some colors up here. You know, I'm not worried about being perfect right now. Perfect is overrated. It doesn't work too well. You know, you try when you do pieces, like when I do pieces for competition, I try to make it as perfect as possible, and then it looks overworked. So maybe it's okay to just let it flow. There we go. I like that. Oh, I don't need that pencil. All right, let's keep building off of this. Where else can I go with this? So I'm going to let this dry a little bit, and then I'll come and highlight it. Again, these are acrylics, so they're going to dry quite quickly. I still don't want to put my finger on it, so if you notice, I'll use my hand as a brace here. All right, let's come this way. This kind of direct. Oh well, it will work. I'm not 100% happy with that, but you know what? Oh well. Add some white, tip more into blue, and let's pull some more down this way. Oh, there we go. That helped it a little bit. What do you think? It's looking pretty wild there. Now I'm trying to balance my colors so I have more yellows here, so maybe I'll add a little yellow flower here. And once I detail it, that will take some more shape. Let's add some more this way. So just building off of it. It was fun. So let's wipe up, and there's Chloe. She is saying, I need to go out. Somebody take me out. Please take me out. Thanks, Ken. My trusty assistant, Ken, will take Chloe out. So I need a red vest that says emotional support human. Because I am her human. Chloe? I can't take you out right now. Hold on, let's see if I can get her. And there she is. And there's my husband. Wave. Chloe, you have to go with Daddy.
Come on.
Go ahead, you have to go with Daddy.
Come on.
Okay.
I don't think we're good.
Okay, we'll see what happens. She'll probably bark at me again. All right, so Chloe was dumped on our street a year and a half ago. We don't have many houses on our street. Oh, I never used the Turner's yellow. Ooh. Maybe that's the color I'm missing. Anyway, so she was dumped on our street a year and a half ago, and she was only 7 pounds. I took her immediately to the vet, where we found out she was chipped. So we found out her name. We found out how old she was. So she was 8 at the time, so she's 9.5 going on 10. And then they called on the number that associated with it, but nobody ever called back. So what we suspect is that her owner passed away, and whoever took care of things dumped her. And lo and behold, she is now mine, and literally she is my dog. Never thought I'd have a white fluffy dog before. I do have a Boston Terrier too, and he's, thank God for him, he is such a gem. He looked at her like, what are you doing here? But he's accepted her. They're kind of like an old married couple. They each have their own sofa. They'll sniff each other, look at each other, walk the other way. It works. Okay, let's see what we can do off the top of that. Oh, so that's the story of Chloe, my fluffy white dog. We always worry if I'm traveling or anything, if she's going to survive. She kind of hides out and waits for me to come back. Ruben's pretty mellow about that, so. All right, let's go this way. I don't know, can you hear Dancing Queen in the background? I think my videos are going to be very interesting because I'm going to have a lot of family around. But, you know, it's a blessing. You know, I say prayers out there for everyone as you're home, working from home, teaching from home, whatever you're doing. I pray and know that we will come through this. Oh, stop. Yeah, I know. She sounds violent, doesn't she? You're going to have to go with Daddy. Oh, now we got Dancing Queen going on. Chloe, go potty. She goes, but Daddy, you're not Mommy. You got to go with Daddy. All right. Wait, she's like, what? Wait, where are you going? Why are you closing the door? Why are you closing the door? Hold on one second. Okay, ready? Here's my brush. Here's that. Up. Chloe, go get a treat. Go get a treat. Go with Daddy. Go. You are not helping me at all. Ay, ay, ay. Why should this be boring? Ready? Here she is. Chloe. 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 Chloe.
The Scotch.
Yeah, we call her the Scotch. There's a reason why she's a Scotch. She's going that way. She's trying to open the door. So we have a door that way and we have a door that way. This way. All right. Those of you who have seen my video of my studio know that. All right, so let's look at my brushes here. Let's see what we can use. Maybe that might work. Okay, so I'm at the point of detailing. So let's see what I can do for detailing. I'm just going to wet my brush. Up until now, I haven't used any mediums whatsoever. I am just literally using just dry. Here I'm just using some water. So let's see what we can do to make this all come together. All right, you ready? Tap it a little bit. So again, Rosemaling, when I use the brush, it's very much like an airplane. I'm pushing the airplane down and I'm taking off again. Let's see if I can do that. Here we go. Oh, isn't that pretty? Okay. So when I load my brush for detailing, I am literally twirling my brush through. I'm twirling like this so I can get a point. And then I'll tip the point on a piece of paper towel and I will keep on going. So let's see what I want to do here. Well, this is kind of a base flower, right? So let's just work our way around. So this is a combination of pearl white and warm white that I'm using to detail right now. And when I detail, it's not really outlining. I'm not going around each and every piece. I'm accentuating. I'm adding to it. You know, I don't worry about following each and every line. See, let's do a teardrop, right? Somebody asked me about teardrops. Okay, teardrops are a big part of Rosemaling, though I don't talk about them too much because they tend to scare people. So I like to use little dots. All right, so now you see this red kind of gotten, it's darker than I want it to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to my brush here. I'm going to tip into my vermilion. Whoops. And I'm going to come back and just highlight it. So that darker color is still underneath it. Let's go on this side too. So it gives a little depth to it. I can do that with the blue as well. Let's put this brush down for a second. Yeah, let's go back over here to this. Let's give this some zhuzh. I'm zhuzhing it. These happy little swirls. So remember, don't be afraid to just experiment, to just play with it. Remember, this is just paint. And, you know, I'm really bad at this. So, you know, if anybody's new, please, if you like what you see, hit subscribe. Let me know what you think. I'm hoping to, you know, since I'll have extended period of time to really do more of these and hopefully show people more what to do. And I don't know, let me know what you think. Let me know if you like what you see. Let me know if you find it soothing. I have had a lot of people say it's very soothing to watch. All right, that looks better. I'm happy with that. Okay, remember I said about that plastic and the wet paper towel? There we go. I'm gonna put that over there because you don't want your brushes to dry out on you. So that's certainly something I don't want to happen. So let's see. Now this brush is a Low Cornell, oh my, 7950 script liner number 1. Let's see, let me bring it around that scroll. Okay. When you are playing with these brushes, you can literally just go on a piece of palette paper like this and just play. Of course, you might want to use a darker color. You can't really see that. And just play. Remember, don't be afraid of it. It really is just paint. It's kind of like painting your walls. When you put a color up on the wall, you're kind of like, oh my God, what am I doing? Is that the right color? And then, you know, you put the paint on the wall and, you know, you like it. That's great. And sometimes you go, oh, no, I don't like that. So just change it. It's not a big deal. It's just paint. You know, I can't tell you how many things I've painted over the years that are here, and some have sold and some haven't. Some are still hanging on my wall. You know, you don't have to like everything you do, but if you don't try, if you don't experiment, if you don't make mistakes, how do you learn? Sometimes I feel like in the school systems, they don't let us make mistakes. I was a school teacher, by the way. And God bless our school teachers. They are amazing people. They work really hard to work with our kids. So thankful for them all. All right, let's keep coming around here. All right. So I like to have a little bit of a connector here because, you know, those strokes are all coming together. Remember, we're still a flower, so we're building off of the base of our flower. Again, it's a fantasy flower. So I can touch this pretty much now because it has dried quite a bit. Let me get my hand out of the way so you guys can see what I'm doing. I don't normally stand as I paint, but today I'm standing and painting. All right, let's come around this way. All right, let's get this little leaf here. I'm hoping to get a lot of different pieces done that I have set up. Obviously, I have a feeling that Nationals will be, which is Nordic Fest, will be canceled. I hate to say that. My sophomore in college is now home, and she'll be studying from home, which stinks. But she, as well as so many others, this is what it is. You know, I send prayers out to all those seniors out there in high school and college, people who have weddings. I have friends that are getting married next week, so that will kind of be changed a little bit. I have some nice wine glasses for them. Their champagne flutes. Alright, let's keep working our way around here. Well, this is a slightly longer video than I might normally do, but, you know, where am I going? You know, I did go to the supermarket. I did get milk. I got toilet paper, which I think people have just gone nuts with. But thank God it's there. Let's see. Ran into a couple of friends. Let's move that a little bit. We kept our social distancing. Working out with my 12-year-old son while he does his soccer routine workouts. So I should be able to really fit into my Norwegian costume, my bunad, when all is said and done. That would be kind of a nice benefit. I send prayers out to everybody who has a family member who is ill and dealing with what is going on with the coronavirus. You know, this stinks. Okay. Let's do this. All right, but this doesn't stink. I think this is actually kind of fun. I'm liking how this is turning out. Oh, there she is again. She's gonna have to hang out a minute. It's like having a small child once again. All right. Thank you for your patience. I hope you're finding humor in actually getting a little bit of my my formal, well, it's not formal. Welcome to my world. Isn't it nice to know that we're all kind of in the same boat? If any of you saw my video from the other day, you can see that my studio was an absolute mess. It's still a little messy. It's better than it was. I'll work on that and get it better. All right. So when I add medium to my detail paint, I might get a little more flow to it than I am right now with just using water. But, you know, that's okay. Now, I did start off with oils back in the day when I first started to Rosemale a long time ago. And I painted with oils for many, many years. And I'll still pull them out. I'll still teach in oils, which is nice. But I switched over to acrylics before my oldest daughter was born. And it's just much more convenient. I don't deal with the smells. I can clean up pretty easily. Well, clean up pretty easily. And, well, any of you who have been on my channel before, you know, you've seen my apron. You know how neat I am. Yes. All right, let's keep going this way. This is fun. I just keep turning it. Notice I keep turning it. I keep wanting to pull my brush towards me. Let's see. And as it will come all together here. Let's take this flower that's off the top here. Let's give it a little bit of a sepal. Let's push that down. Now I don't always paint these as quickly. More paint. As I am now. I'm trying to keep this to a half hour. Obviously this is, it takes me a lot longer when I'm working on other pieces. When I'm working on a wooden piece too, it's not just the Rosemaling. You have to spend the time to sand, to base coat, to sand, to base coat. And then maybe you're antiquing, you have to seal it, and then you can work. Oh, I'm going to lose my brush. I'll push it over here. And then you can finally get to rosemaling it. So it's a process. You know, isn't that like anything in life? You know, it's anything worthwhile in doing takes time. And the more time you spend doing stuff, you know, the more you know it. It's kind of like if any of you have read Outliers. It's the 10,000 hours. Here, let's do a little teardrop. So I'm going to push my brush down. I'm going to pull it around. Look at these nice long teardrops there. I'm going to add, let's see up here. Maybe we need a little aqua. Let's go in my aqua. Okay. Here we go. Add a little bit. I'm working on balancing my colors. You know, now of course after this I have to figure out what we're having for dinner tonight. I'll figure that out. Okay. Whoops. I just did a splatter. Well, didn't mean to do that. So we'll just kind of add those in. Oh well. Remember what I said? It's just paint. And you know, a lot of times when we're working on something, we'll agonize over one stroke. And when people look at it afterwards, you don't see that one little stroke. You see the whole thing. Don't sweat the small stuff. Because most of life, most of what we deal with is small stuff. So, it's my little pearls of wisdom as I talk. You never know what little gems will come out. But really, you know, that's nothing new. People say that all the time. It's really true. It's small stuff. Hug your family. Love your loved ones. Love your friends. Remember that. Life is good. It's all good. God is good. All the time. All the time, God is good. What a time to reconnect with family. Obviously, my husband's mom and my parents and my brother and my husband's brothers and their families don't live by us right now. But hopefully we can stay connected through all this. I'll text them afterwards. Look at all the great things we can stay in touch with people. You know? Let's see. Ready? Here we go. Well, I hope you guys have been enjoying this. We're getting to the point of almost done. A little bit left. You know, is it my favorite piece I've ever done? No, but it's a lot of fun. Like I said, sometimes it's just nice to let your imagination run wild. I am trying to keep everything going in one direction. Oh, now I hear the footsteps of another child. It's probably my oldest, probably joining her sister. I'm videoing. You want to say hello? Here's another child. I'm videoing for YouTube.
Hello.
Ready? There we go. It's a little bit left to do. Normally I try to do this when nobody's home. You should have heard Chloe before.
Oh, I heard her howling.
Yeah, she wasn't howling for this, but she was barking. It was beautiful.
She was howling before.
Oh no, I got her. I got her. I'll be done in a moment. Goodbye. All right. See? You're going to end up meeting a lot of my family while this is going on. I'm very blessed. God is good. All right, let's keep coming around this way. Hopefully, I thought my phone was falling over. All right. Oh my. I don't know what you guys can hear. They're very silly. All right, let's bring these flowers this way. Give a little dot. I'm trying to make sure I have a little bit of space around the edges so that they don't quite overflow. Let's come around here. All right. Again, if you've enjoyed what you've seen today and you would like to see more, please hit subscribe. Shoot me a comment and see. One of the things I'm going to see as I'm here, if I can, and I've talked about it for years, I want to try to see if I can start an online teaching site, But Rosemaling is a wonderful art form. It's something I have loved doing since a very young age, and I've been very blessed to be able to pursue it and have a family that supports me. I've had wonderful blessings along the years, and I hope that I can spend the time and really show you guys more as time goes. This has been fun today, and I hope this has given you some pleasure and just enjoy watching. I've had fun painting it today. I'll still foots around. Yeah, the Norwegian, your foots. I'm just adding some stuff. All right, maybe add a little color. Maybe add a couple little dots here. Add a little variety, little zhush up that way. Maybe zhush that way. All right, well, my friends, I hope you've enjoyed this little telemark tutorial. Now, should it go this way or should it go that way? Let me know in your comments. This way? This is part A, and this is part B. Or maybe I'll have it set up that somebody could hang it either way they want. Anyway, hold on, one last thing, because you always need to sign your name. So let's get my name down in here. So this is me, Lisa Lawrenson, with Rosemaling. Oh, this was not my best signature, but oh well. With Art of Lisa. I hope you've enjoyed your time with me, and I hope you have a blessed day. Remember that it's just paint, and God bless you all.